Let's go regular velocity on this one. Okay, so again, you're seeing, okay, so here's a spot where it's kind of maximized, and also back here, it's a little looser. In other words, the red and the green, not right next to each other there, is pretty close right in through here. But, you know, these are really, really strong winds blowing in the direction of Valley and Omaha. So that's 58 or greater, right, Holly?
Yeah, that's right. Let me go ahead and pull those values up one more time. Here, just south of Ithaca, east of Ceresco, yeah, is inbound 58 miles an hour. Okay, so Adrian Whitsit's down here, Greenwood. He got off at the Greenwood exit here, so he's not very far away. I mean, he's, you know, maybe 8-10 miles from this area. We've got this strong rotation, so we're obviously between Wahoo, Ceresco, Memphis, and Greenwood. Adrian, give me your location again and just where you're looking and what you're seeing there.
So what we're seeing is what looks like the back edge of whether it was a tornado or just a really strong thunderstorm that's been moving to my northwest, and I've been tracking for the last 40 minutes or so. I can still see the front edge of that storm up to my north, but now I'm starting to see kind of the paler green light behind, and before this was just a solid wall of black and lightning that I could see about 10 minutes ago. So that's starting to move. It's moving relatively quickly, and we're also starting to feel we're getting the rain now. It's not very heavy. This lightning show is still going on.
All right, bitch, get moving.
It seems like it's definitely making its move to the northwest. Where I'm standing right now is about 5 miles from Ashland, and so it seems, if I'm looking up to the north, that it's tracking that way. But again, the rain's coming. That wind that I talked about 10 minutes ago has died down a little bit. Lots of thunder right now, so I can tell that the storm is definitely where we are compared to 10 minutes, 20 minutes ago when all I was seeing was lightning and not really getting the thunder or the rain.
All right, Adrian, and again, tell us the direction of the wind. So from you, it's kind of blowing from across the interstate and then across you, right? So it's coming from the southeast?
Yeah, it was definitely coming from the southeast. Right now, it's relatively calm, except for the thunder and the lightning that's happening all around me. But the wind itself, I can't even tell you where it's coming from now.
Okay.
It seems like it's probably coming from the southwest, where before it was picking up and almost dragging the wind back into that storm system from the east.
Right, and I think that's a function of as the circulation, if you will, if where this rotation is, once that goes past you, you're going to start to get a southwest and then west wind pretty quickly. And these things, you've got a couple more thunderstorms back down the line through here, but this is the one with the tornado warning where the rotation has been, is right in through here. Adrian is right about here, so this wind, had been out of the southeast.
Pussy.
Once this thing gets over here, he'll get more of a south and then
Move
southwest
on to
wind,
Gretna,
'cause this whole
goddammit.
area represents wind kind of going like that, where the wind is all feeding in to this circulation center, and it's still, it's hard to pick out exactly where. I would guess right here, if there's going to be a tornado in there, it would kind of be midway between Ithaca and Memphis. But all the way back down here, there is still really strong winds blowing in here, so something could spin up back there too. So, still southeast Saunders County, obviously east of 77 now, but if you're in Memphis, boy, I sure would go, take some safe shelter. Obviously, the sirens probably sounding there. This is, you get over towards Juan there, that is not, this is the current tornado warning, is this polygon here, and the Weather Service is going to have to decide as they get towards 7 o'clock whether to continue that to the northeast here. There's the view from Andrew Ozaki near Ceresco. It continues tracking up Highway 77 right here into Ceresco. Heavy rainfall. Safety in numbers, right? You got a bunch of guys on the highway there traveling northward, and obviously the worst of the storm looks like it's just barely past there. Andrew, you feel pretty good about where you're at as far as the rain, the wind has let up a little bit there? I don't know if Andrew could hear us or not.
I can't hear you very well because I apologize because the rain was raining so hard.
Sure.
Now I'm starting to see, I'm actually on Highway 77 at Athens Road. You can see water in the median that's actually kind of flooded the median in between the highway, between the four lanes. There's actually quite a bit of water in the median. So I would imagine that there's probably going to be some flash flood problem that'll be occurring in this area.
Good deal. Andrew, You know, the rain is going to be coming down extremely hard across the Omaha Metro when this moves on through here. But, you know, the wind is obviously more of a concern. Is it really, really windy where you're at there now?
It's kind of interspersed. Every once in a while, you'll get hit by a huge blast, and then, you know, it'll kind of die out. Like right now, it's not quite so bad. I'm entering Ceresco right now. Actually, I hit a couple of spots of water where, you know, my tires just hit and kind of plowed through this water here. So I'm actually in the town of Ceresco right now.
Okay.
I haven't seen any types of damage, but I can definitely see a lot of lowland flooding all along the ditches and everywhere as I'm driving through here.
Yeah, very good. And Andrew,
Any reports of any damage in Ceresco?
we have not heard yet of reports of damage in Ceresco. It was Davie that was hit earlier out to the west there, and you know, hopefully it lifted before it got to Ceresco and didn't produce damage in Ceresco, but you know, it may well you know, continue to do so intermittently as it moves up toward the Omaha Metro. So that's why we're following this here. These are southeast winds. This is the rotational area of the thunderstorm here east of Ceresco now, and you can see as Andrew's into Ceresco the heavy rain that's occurring. So this, you know, as you look at this, you're saying, well, what do these colors mean here? Green means coming in the direction of Valley there. Red means going away from Valley, where they're close together in opposing directions. So this is away, this is toward. Look at that tighten up right there now in this newest scan here. Let's go ahead and zoom in here. This is southeast Saunders County. As it is just not that far from the Omaha Metro. So here we go. Really strong winds. Looks like a new tornado warning coming out here that I think is going to include Ashland. Holly, when you get that, read off the specifics for us.
That's how long. There is a severe thunderstorm warning for Douglas, Lancaster, Sarpy, Saunders. That's till 7:45.
Okay, maybe that's the new warning here. That's the warning that we're getting out here.
There they go.
This is a really strong inbound right here next to these outbound winds here. So they're not
One
really strong
county
there,
away.
but this and this is pretty close together.
But that's
pretty
all
tight.
right.
That
The
one
river
right
will
there and
stop
this
it.
one right here looks like this is probably 58 outbound, 41 inbound, and this color right there, if we can pick on that, that's 30 there. Let's see what we got right on that next color up if you could. You'll see 30, 40. These are strong winds that are
Which
blowing
way
out
is it
away
going?
here. So if this
It's
tightens
coming
up
right
here, that's our concern that, you know, maybe this will, you know, respawn a tornado. It appears that it's not right now. We haven't gotten any reports, but it is pretty sparsely populated, and it's really raining hard out here. We got a report from one of our guys out in Wahoo says
But
an inch of rain
personally,
in
I
about a
think
half hour's time. So raining at a rate of 2 inches per hour.
Phil, that's a good thing to mention. There is a flash flood warning that has been issued, and that's for Butler, Lancaster, Saunders, and Seward. So you can see that large green polygon. That's basically the areas that have seen this thunderstorm pass.
All right, so there you can see the water. That is the Ceresco area, and you can see the rain still occurring there, obviously, not done yet, but it really did rain hard there. You know, if you were in Ceresco, you know it was just pouring down rain here. It's hard for me to see. Is that water coming down in the ditch, obviously, and also in the field there on the side there? It looks like there's some ponded water on the right side, right above where it says live on our camera there, and you see the big drop still hitting the windshield there. Those are huge. Maybe there's some hail mixed in there, or I'm sure there probably was just north of there. I'm sure some residents of Saunders County were hit hard by hail as this moved across. Let me just check the hail mode of the radar real quick. This gets a little less accurate as we get close in towards the radar set itself, but that's still really big in this whole swath here from eastern Saunders County. Maybe as large as golf ball, maybe as large as an inch in diameter, maybe some spots just 3/4 inch hail, but this whole swath, and that's moving toward Omaha. So now there's a severe thunderstorm warning, 7:45. Is that right, Holly?
Yeah, that goes until 7:45. Again, Douglas, Lancaster, Sarpy, and Saunders.
So that's the continuation of this cell moving northeastward here, and we'll see. I mean, 7 o'clock is when this tornado warning went to, so we'll see if they let that expire, if they continue with it, but moving in the direction of Gretna and also Elkhorn, I'm sure there'll be some strong winds with this. Very
Well, it
heavy
looks like they're
rainfall.
going to allow that warning to expire, that tornado warning for Saunders County.
Sure. I think the thing to focus on here is that we're still in a tornado watch that goes until 10 o'clock for tonight. We're in a severe thunderstorm warning, and in a situation we've got a supercell thunderstorm that has produced tornadoes. May not be right now, but could again produce tornadoes as it moves up across the Omaha Metro. I'm not here to scare anybody, but I want you to be aware that in addition to extremely heavy rain and hail and some strong winds, it's very possible that this thing could spin back up and we'll get a tight enough rotation that there may well be another funnel cloud or maybe another tornado with this storm. It's rare for these things to just fall apart completely, given the atmosphere. And, Holly and Matt were saying the way the warm front is lifted up in here, there's plenty of energy in the atmosphere, strong upper level winds, really strong southeast flow feeding into it, and probably some sort of front into the area now.
Yeah, Bill, our temperature is at 75, 79 right now in Plattsmouth, 66 for Lincoln, where they've had some rain-cooled air now.
Right.
And then the dew points here in the metro, 66, so still very high. I mean, this is like thunderstorm juice, basically.
Sure, you can see the lightning and thunder on our sky cam here downtown at the TV station tower, looking west above Mutual Omaha and Midtown Crossing, and see the really intense lightning. It's hard to see too many cloud-to-ground strikes because those are farther out to the west, still into Saunders County, but coming across. There's another live view. This may be out at La Vista, looking off to the northwest from the Embassy Suites out there. Again, these sky cams are invaluable as these storms move into the metro. Want to be able to see these things.
All right, Bill, new tornado warning. This has been issued for Jefferson and Saline County. So back to the storm behind this one. Let me go ahead and switch back to the radar and zoom out here a little bit.
Okay.
And we'll go back and look for that tornado warning.
Down here.
Yep.
All right, so this is the southernmost cell now, and you can see the way it's hooked up there between Tobias, Dakin, Wilbur. So this is Saline County, and this is Jefferson County.
Bill, I'm going to switch to the Grand Island radar real quickly and try to get us a little bit better
Perfect.
view.
Let's see. So this looks like the new warning that's out there, right there. So right on the edge, Tobias, Dakin. There's your strongest rotation. So here's your possible tornado tracking northeast in the direction of Wilbur, DeWitt, sort of in the path, but quite a ways away. So, oh, look at that right there, Holly.
Yeah, I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer here. So just east of Dakin.
Yeah. That right here, let's see what this is. Again, this is toward Omaha, 41 miles an hour. This is away. Oh, this is Grand Island's radar, right?
This is Grand Island, so we're opposite.
So this is 41
inbound
going
41.
this way, 58, greater than 58 going the other way. So
Train spotter on the ground east of Dakin saying they have a tornado on the ground.
it sure looks like it. I mean, when you get them this close together and this strong, likely so. So western, very close to the path. Let's look at the reflectivity in a time lapse here. Take away the numbers there, and then we'll just get a sense for that's live. There's where it's going here. So, boy, really close to western. If you're in western, you ought to be in safe shelter, and if you're in Swanton, you ought to be in safe